about a very relevant, important, and eccentric person that has had an impact in this 21st century and is still alive. His name is Alexander Boris de Falafel. Boris Johnson studied journalism and he started publishing at the Times, but he was never far away from the polemics and extravagant and inappropriate comments, so he was fired from the newspaper and he then worked in the Spectator. He is now the Secretary of State of Foreign and Commonwealth Affairs, but since 2008 to 2016 he worked as the Mayor of London. He was re-elected in 2012. He is part of the Conservative Party and he is a married man, and practically he is a very influential person. His election as the Mayor of London in 2008, he promoted this project that was the prohibiting of consume of alcohol in public transportation. Another of his projects that were achieved during his period of working as the Mayor of London was that he created a project in the downtown of city of London that was renting bicycles to go around downtown, and it's called Boris Bicycle. After his re-election in 2012, he was in charge of the 2012 Olympic Games, which were held in London. So it was a very important event for the city, for the country, and for the whole Great Britain. I'll read out loud one of the Dawn's editors, Pakistan. It says, to the credit of the organizers, the games were kept incident-free. And for once, politics and terrorism took a backseat as the world focused on the triumphs and tears of the sport. As his failures as being Mayor of London, unfortunately, he couldn't please everybody in the city. But even though he did a great job, one of the failures that he had was that he couldn't satisfy the people, as he created a project differently of what the community thought of the Olympic Village. It was not let for people to live on it. It was actually sold to different enterprises and art companies to make a cultural and art space for the city. One of the first critical arguments about Boris Johnson is that he is a very influential politician. As mentioned before, he was one of the most influential people in the referendum to promote the Leave vote. I'll read a couple of quotes about him that he mentioned. Is that future Britons will find it hard to believe that anyone voted for to stay in the EU. Also, of course, city fat cats love the EU, is why they earn so much of it. Another one of the quotes is that the only continent with weaker economic than Europe is Antarctica. Also, is another of his quotes. It says, please vote on Thursday because we'll never get this chance again. This quote was said in the 19th of June in 2016. It's also known that he is an influential but also international influential politician. Since he promoted the Brexit, there's also an impact in Yes California Independence campaign. What do I mean with that? That's Calexit. It's the Qualify as Citizens initiative for the 2018 for the Californians to vote for or against the independence of California from the United States. So this will make California a new country, totally independent from the United States, meaning it's one of the 6 most potential, if it was a country of the world. It has a better economic than France and has more population than Croatia. Another of the legacy that he left in the city of London was the cable car, which was with the help of the airline Emirates and the government of the city of London that provided money to construct this cable car connecting one side of the Thames River to